This is proof of truths for excess body fat freedom, weight loss, and overfat prevention in 4 parts. Welcome, my fellow thoughtful and caring adult, to Part 4. I am Dr. Richard Terry Lovelace. If you checked, and so identified, at least some of the commonly accepted thoughts as what people who want to lose weight think, you have that in common with every person who has too much persistent excess body fat, and lean people who will have it. Yet, none of those statements reflect thoughts or attitudes that are true. All of them are honestly believed by adults who want to lose weight and or those who will in the future, but are inaccurate, untrue. Accepting as true the usual thinking, what others and the young parent-like part of us tells us about what causes chronic and reoccurring excess body fat and promotes successful weight loss, makes us have and find again body fat that we lose. Repeated exposures to the first 3 videos on my YouTube channel prove that's true. Continue, and you will understand that for you, that is a positive. You will recognize it as a heat that heals. The warmth comes from a health and futures protecting truth. Give bold new truths enough of a chance, and you will have more than enough confidence in what it teaches. If you are a professional who is trying to help others to lose weight permanently, or you aren't, but have years of personal experience with weight loss dieting, you checked at least 11 and perhaps all of the statements. You have heard similar assertions enough times that they registered in your memory. You recognized them. Understandably, and through zero fault of your own, you have believed that the attitudes reflected in those statements were accurate. You are more obviously in need of what bold truths offers. If you are not a professional who has attempted to help others lose weight for good, or you have little or no personal experience with diets and dieting, probably still you put check marks beside several of the statements. You realized that they reflected or represented thoughts or attitudes you've been told are true. You are not now obviously in need of what bold new truths offers. Still, you are at risk. You are likely to have, or have again, too much excess body fat. Have you had what you consider to be significant, personal, not professional experience with weight loss diets and dieting. When so, and if you were especially upfront when responding, you circled 2 or more of the 22 numbers. They sounded like something you have thought and perhaps said. Look to see if the numbers you circled included 1 or more of the following numbers: 1, 5, 6, 11, 13, and or 15. Those statements reflect some of the most frequent and unjustly, not your fault, hurtful of the false attitudes, fat fibs, that sooner or later make us way too much. When you heard me read the statements and were deciding whether or not to check their numbers, was it that you were sure they were present or suspected that they were? Probably it was the latter. You suspected they were commonly thought. That's most important. The attitudes that have made or will make us way too much are learned early in our life. By the time we are grown, they are deeply unconscious and fire off daily without our awareness. That's what makes them so dangerous, deadly, and disabling. Finally, if the results we just reviewed together impressed you as being true, that's a very good sign. That suggests that already you have considerable potential for making use of what I teach. Most days, please listen to the first 3 videos on my YouTube channel to defend yourself and undo the fat fibs that threaten you, and so threaten all that you love. This is the end of part 4. I am Dr. Richard Terry Lovelace, and I appreciate your caring and growing determination to take in fewer or no more calories than you burn, instinctively, without having to count them.